Facebook stock, FB and NFLX Netflix stock. Let's go deep, let's review, and let's get an update. Facebook stock, FB and NFLX Netflix stock. Let's go deep, let's review, and let's get an update. So, everybody has sent us some emails at our company at daytradingzones.com, the Think Wealth Differently communities that trades real money, real accounts, to do an update on previous videos we've done on Facebook, when Facebook was at 204 before the earning release, and we mentioned the target of 160, 165. Guess what? Boom! Today we are at about 162.86 right now. So we are right at that target. So we'll do an update on the Facebook stocks, FB, and Netflix, NFLX. So let's start by Facebook as an update. So as always, we are going to start with a technical analysis. Our big belief is that order flow, institutional options order flow also, and the price on your charts, the tape is everything. All the participant intentions on Facebook stocks, FB or Netflix, NFLX is already reflected on your chart, reflected in your options market, where the institutions position themselves, at what strikes, etc., etc. Also, if you want a deeper analysis on both stocks, we have a playlist on our channel, so don't forget to subscribe to this channel. If it's helpful, please give us some likes to support this channel. Comment as well. Tell us what you think about Netflix, NFLX stocks, and Facebook. You can see the playbook here, the playlist on the NFLX and the Facebook previous videos on what we've said before the earnings and what's going on and what we were anticipated. We were anticipating Facebook down, Netflix down. We made money on both. Now, what's next? So, first and foremost, I like to look at the options market and confirm the day trading zones full pro tool that we use for the institutional research and the retail traders and investors. So, if I look at the January, so I'm going to the option chain, I'm looking at the Jan options, right? And even if you don't trade options, it's always a great way to see where there is some support and resistance, and then I cross them with our full pro tool, or I do the reverse. It works. So here I look at the open interest, I go down, I go down, I go down, I say, okay, there's 23,000 contract here, there's 30,000 contract here, 25,000. So I look 160, I look at the 150, and I look at the 140. So between 140 and 160, I know I have important support. This is where the institutions sell options, because you have to assume that those guys are selling options because they are making money by the time decay. When the options go closer to expiration, the time decay goes down, 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 down. See, all those option pricing here at 140 and 970, they are out of the money. So they are purely what we call time decay, time value. They are worth nothing in January, right? These $3 will be 0, this one will be 0. So institutions are selling, usually. The smart traders are selling options. Then you look at the call side, 1340 here, that's the 200 strike. You look again, oh, here another one, boom, 170. So did I miss something? Yeah, 170 and the 200. So this is what, 30 points. Okay, so this is resistance 1, the 170, resistance 2, right? So now I want to confirm this analysis on the chart. So I'm going on the chart, on the full pro tool, and I'm looking. And remember, before the earnings came, it was at 204, and I told you that you were looking at a retracement around the 160, 165, 140. So now look, we had that huge gap after the earnings because Facebook missed guidance. They also are facing scrutiny with regulatory issues all over the world, You know, they are going in Congress and talking about privacy and everything. So look, that big gap killed the trend on Facebook. Then the trend was down. They retested the day trading zones for Pro Tool resistance. The red dashes here, boom. They came full circle, retesting the dashes here, full circle. And now look, they are below. So this 170 is confirmed here, actually 171. Then the 165. So 165, 171 is big resistance right now on Facebook, on its way to what? The ultimate last stop, the 147, the 148. So also if you look prior, you go back in the lows of March, here on Facebook, this is where we landed at about this 149. So I'm looking at the 148. It would be a nice double bottom, undercut, and back up. Okay? So now you have the resistance 170, 165 on Facebook, target 148, you know, 148 if we are not able to go back above the 165. Now, this would be a buy here. You know, Facebook still have great margin, but the problem with Facebook, and the reason Facebook is being sold off right now, is that there's also a misguidance from July. So there's a deceleration of growth. Okay, so if growth goes down, people are not willing to pay the multiples on Facebook. But as I've mentioned before, Facebook PE is not expensive, guys. If you watch here at the PE, here we are at 25 PE. So if we can regulate this PE, right, around a normal adjusted PE of 18-20, I think it'll be a great buy. You know, it'll be a great buy. You know, you compare 25 PE compared to the Netflix that we are going to look now. Look at Netflix. Look at the price to earning ratio on Netflix. Boom. And Netflix missed its growth, this customer acquisition growth on the last quarter, 159p. Even though those stocks have gone, both Netflix stock and Facebook stocks, they both have gone 20 to 30% down. No, they are already in bear territory. You know, they've already dropped 20-30%. So anyway you look at it, I'm looking at lower high in the charts each time they rebound to be shorted, because they are already in bear territories. A lot of the FANG have been retracing violently, you know, the Facebook, Amazon, Netflix, Google. Okay, so watch it here, but this is interesting. So let's go on Netflix now. So Netflix still a P of 159. Let's look at the charts. And we did very well shorting the Netflix, everybody. Let me show you the way we look at the Netflix. We box everything that we do, we box. We don't have just a set of opinion, we box. So from here, this 365 to this 325, right? This is what I call ping pong. It's a caution zone box. From here to here, you are going to play the ping pong. Here we start going from 360 to 395, and even that the 395 will be a lower high, everybody, you know, and it would most likely be a lower high short anyway. And then below the 325, boom, we are going towards the 250 area on Netflix. So sell, buy cautiously. It's not even a buy cautiously, it's a retest of the resistance, caution here. And this is your entire game plan on Netflix based on order flow, cross time frame from our full Pro Tool. 325 now to the 365. It is ping pong. If they pass that, we go to 395. It will still be a lower high with a high probability short. Target, end of the target within the next few years, 250 on Netflix. Now, everybody got excited on Netflix today because RBC raised the price target of Netflix. And it's everywhere that Netflix could go up and rally another 30% for that. Look, I don't buy it. And I'll tell you something. The only trade that I'm looking on Netflix is short. I explained very deep. We did a very deep analysis on Netflix, NFLX stock, buy, hold, or sell before the earnings. We did another one post earnings. So we show you before the earnings on the last earnings what we were anticipated. Then we crushed it with real money, real account. And now we give you an update. I see Netflix 395 to the 500, just a huge Christmas gift short, right? And I explained for different reasons. You have Disney, you have Apple, you have AT&T coming up. Every of those services are going to take market shares on the streaming. Even though Netflix has good branding and stuff, it doesn't justify a 160 price to earning ratio, everybody. So I don't care what this guy at RBC says. It's all about the charts, right? In the caution zone I gave you, and looking at this 395, 500, if it goes above the 365 for a huge short again. I'm not really looking to buy the stocks besides day trading or positioning the stock for the 2-3 days maximum on the upside. I'm looking for re-entry short on the Netflix. So I hope this was helpful. Let us see before I go the options market on Netflix to confirm the price I gave you. And here we go. Look, bada boom. It's not always correlating, but when it correlates, it makes it even better. 2100 contract for January where they sell the calls. 3000 here at the 200. So that's the 195 I just gave you, right? And look on the put side. They are all piling at the 100. So they are really, really afraid on the Netflix, right? And see, then it correlates the support again here, 4,266 contract at 250 as the next target support on Netflix. And if you look, the shorts here, right? They are going here, 350. A lot of the shorts are at 350, where we are right now, right? Then you have 7,000 contract open at the 400 strike. So that confirms again that the 395, 400 is going to be a problem, a big problem. So expect here the first resistance where we are today. If we pass that, expect the second resistance here, which is on the day trading zones that cross, recross, retest lower high. Here, support. Okay, so you do both type of work. You use the options, open interest, you use the charts, you use the cross time frame, weekly, monthly, daily, that we use with our full pro tool, and we correlate everything to make sense. Okay, so again, here for me, resistance short here, right? And here the 240 for support. And I am not even sure I would buy it here. The P would have to make sense, or it would have to make, or Netflix would have to be an acquisition candidate. So hopefully this analysis on Facebook, FB stock, and NFLX Netflix stock was helpful. If it was, please, as usually, give us some likes. Tell us what you think. What is your take on those two stocks? And most importantly, if you want to understand how we trade, invest, and think wealth differently with real money, real accounts for the past 22 years, click below this video. Look at the description of the video. There's a 14 days free, absolutely free trading challenge and free webinar recording that we did on the state of the market to be prepared for what's coming up in 2019, 2020. If we are reaching tops, as you've seen already, some tech stocks here are going down 20, 30%. Okay, you take care, everybody, and you stay safe.